Good morning. Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. It is not even 6 in the morning yet, and I have cleaned out my car of stuff because more stuff has to come in it. And well, I'm ready to hit the road. All right, good morning. We are now at our destination. It is just about 7 a.m. GPS showed that this took about an hour and a half to drive. I did it in about an hour and 10 minutes, so not super bad, but also quite the long drive. So this morning I decided to go to an estate sale, and goodness, it was way out there, but this is one of those sales that has possibility. So this is a Thursday morning, and because I have some evening board meetings, I didn't have to go into work today early in the morning. I can go in the afternoon. So I had the morning free. So the fact that I had the morning free really means that there is some possibility for me to go to an estate sale that starts on a Thursday during the workday. That's the first pro to going to this estate sale. The second pro of going to this estate sale is it is quite far out of the Twin Cities. Like I said, it took me over an hour to get here. Early in the morning, all the traffic is going into the Twin Cities. Everybody's going to work. Nobody's going out. So that is in my favor as well. And the third major pro of going to this sale is it just is out in the middle of nowhere in Minnesota. So these farther out sales, these more rural sales, it's just a good idea to go to them anyways, because there really is less competition than in the Twin Cities, Minneapolis, St. Paul area. Now I just arrived. The sun isn't quite up yet, but we're getting close. I went and I picked up my number. So in Minnesota, we do pre-numbers. I've seen other channels talk about it, how they think it's like a rogue system or it doesn't count. But in Minnesota, we really do pre-numbers. Everybody agrees on it. It's a thing here. So I got my pre-number, and it is 21 and is on a card. Now, whoever does the numbers, they tend to put them on playing cards, or they'll put them on like special like little pull out pieces of paper so that they know that you aren't making your own. They know that you got one of the pre-numbers that was made. Whoever gets here earliest, the really diehards, they're the ones that make the pre-numbers, okay? And then the rest of us just grab one and follow suit. Now, why I'm so excited about this sale is there is amazing ephemera here. There is also really amazing oil cans. Now, oil cans are completely like out of my realm. I don't know very much about it, but Katie from Vintage and Vinyl loves oil cans. And I showed her what was possible here, and she said, get to that sale. So I am number 21. I don't know if that's super great. There are a lot of people here. I suspect people are here for the oil cans because there was a lot of them, and they can mean big money. I'm just going to kind of go with the moment, see what I feel, and hopefully I get some great stuff today. Okay, so a little like real-time update here. They are going to let the first 40 people go onto property, and it's based off the numbers you got. So I have 21, so I will be in that first 40, and we are going to drive onto property. Now, the home is over 1.5 miles back on this property. I have no idea what the parking situation is going to be. So I think they're going to start loading us in now. We are all heading in, and they had parking attendants on both ends of this really long one-lane drive. The property was about 1.5 miles down this road.
I was really impressed how organized this was. They even had a shuttle to take people back and forth. It was just really neat to see all these things on property. Even these items that are frozen into the ground, they were all for sale. You just had to get them when it thawed. Now, as you can see, most everyone was there for the oil cans, but I'm heading to the house, and it is, well, it's quite the watery mess to get there. I get to go in the first group going into the house with my number 21. And here we go. There was so much to see, even just right in the door. This home was a beautiful, giant log cabin vacation home, the size of which I've never seen before. There really was something for everyone, and they loved their vintage. Now, this is what I came to the sale looking for, but the prices were too high. Even these were really cool, but they were cut out, and I felt that was too high of a price for them not to be complete. These pieces were all broken up. I also was hoping to snag this ribbon, but just too high for me at the time. Same with those Valentines, I thought they were too high, but there were things to find. Look, we got some vintage Christmas, and I love these little deer. They had really something for everyone. Those glasses, I'm sure glowed. I'm sure they were uranium, but I don't have good luck with glasses. I loved that lamp. Whew, so beautiful. Hey, fat birds, look what I found. Oh. I'm always drawn to the books. Aren't those adorable? Again, they were priced a little too high for resale. Same with this book, that was a little too high for resale. I thought these big posters were really interesting. I don't know anything about this type of collectible, but they probably were a good deal for a collector. It's just not something I know anything about. Oh, and the books. Oh, cute. Love it. I'm really drawn to the cartoons over something like Little House on the Prairie, but still all neat to see. And wow, don't they have beautiful furniture? Goodness. Oh, look at this lamp. It matches the other one with the purple slag. Wow. Oh, and you know I grabbed that. I always pick those up when I find them. There was a bunch of Christmas over here. And Out in the garage, there was more Christmas. Lots of fun vintage Christmas out here. I kind of had to decide what I really wanted to take, what was special and what wasn't all that special. And then there was an attic above the garage. Honestly, this place felt like it was room after room after room. It just went on forever. This house was massive. I love that master copy of the Pharaoh's horses. I thought that was really neat. Another really neat horse art piece. None of this up here was priced. And what I found was if things didn't have a price, they usually priced it for you at about $1 to $3. Oh my gosh, look, it's the green machine. Oh my gosh, how funny is that? This is one of the many sunrooms they had. Lots of really cool vintage and antiques out here. A lot of it is just not stuff that I know anything about or that I typically resale, but I really appreciated getting to see all of it. And look at that view out onto the lake. How gorgeous is that? Now we're heading into one of the bedrooms. Again, look at that view. Oh, so lovely. They had a lot of really neat old ephemera and catalogs. Oh, and you know I had to check out the purses. Yep, I'm gonna take that one. That looks like a Bakelite top. And I'm gonna take this one. This one has micro beads. It's really gorgeous and in really good shape. I loved this magazine rack. Now we're heading down into the basement. The basement was an entire second home. It had a full kitchen and everything. It was absolutely massive. Multiple families could stay in this home and you would never run into each other. It was that big. I'm a sucker for an antique book with beautiful graphics. What can I say? Ooh, and look at that one. Oh, that's neat. It's a house hippo. None of this ephemera was photographed in the listing. I found this piece of Balik. I really love it. I think it's fantastic. I just have to reiterate, I really do feel like there was something for everyone at this sale. There was just such a wide variety of items. There was something for every kind of collector. Ugh, I love that candelabra, and I had to stop myself from buying this Bradley doll lamp. I tell you what. Now we are going to head out over to the garage. Now the garage has died down a bit. All the real collectors have already been through and got what they want. It's really neat to see all the stuff that was here. I spent way more money in the house than I thought I was going to. So really, I am just looking for some items my friend Katie from Vintage and Vinyl said she would like me to pick up. And I'm not really looking for anything for resale because honestly, I just don't have the cash. How neat are those? A lot of these cans I feel you could make a good profit on. I felt they were very reasonably priced compared to what they comped on eBay. Some, however, were at collector's prices, but I didn't think anything was all that overpriced. I thought this can had really neat graphics. I'm kind of looking around right now for any that Katie had liked. Ooh, she liked that orange one. Okay, let's see what else is here. This oils well. That one sells for a very high profit on eBay, but like I said, I just didn't have money to buy items to flip at this point. As you can see, this is a really, really big garage. It's basically the size of a barn. And look at all these. Isn't that neat? They were $25 each, and really they had been picked over. You can tell that some of the best ones had already been taken, but isn't it neat to see all these? I even found a can for myself. I love that one. I thought it was neat. This was cool, but the whole back is roached out, as you can see. The whole back is gone on that can. I thought this was really fun. Yeah, so much of this, it was just really neat to see. And that is about it, my friends. We are about done here. And I just had to show you this. This family had quite the sense of humor in their vacation home cabin, wouldn't you say? Oh, this sale was the shit. And I am heading out. I am talking with the parking attendant there, and he's making sure when I go down the 1-lane road, I'm the only person on that road. He's walkie-talkieing back to a guy on the other end. And that's it, y'all. That was our adventure. So next, let's go into the haul.
Okay, it is the next day, and it is haul time, and I'm really excited about this. This is probably the most I've ever spent at an estate sale. There are two really big items I didn't know I was gonna get that I picked up. That's why. And there were just some really cool items that I paid up for that I thought they were worth it. But I also got some amazing deals. Things that weren't priced, when you asked for prices, they priced them really low. The family kind of said that like anything that didn't have a price, the person working in the room was allowed to like flip a price on the moment, and they tend to be like $1 to $3. So that was pretty amazing. One thing that was really unique about this sale is when I got in line to get in the house, I saw that one of the best known vintage clothing store owners in the Twin Cities of Minnesota was the first person in line. In fact, he was the person giving out the pre-numbers. Kind of knowing that like the who's who of vintage is at a sale that you took time to go to just kind of feels a little like, good job, Catherine, good job. This is a good sale. And him and I were there for completely different reasons. I made friends in line with this young gentleman that was next to me, and he was there for vintage clothing as well. So him and the first guy in line, they were after the same things. However, I met up with my friend later on in the house, and he said, you know, the guy ran straight to the bedroom closets. I went to the attic. There was a ton of clothing up here that wasn't pictured. He's like, I'm making bank up here. In fact, there was another vintage reseller there, and I looked at this 3 canister set of mushrooms, thought it was cute, but it was really chipped up, and I was just like, I don't want to ship that for the life of me. I passed up on that even though I'm a vintage reseller. She saw it and freaked out, could not believe I passed up on it, but like, I don't want to ship that. And I don't want to sell it for a cheaper price because of the chips. So it's kind of interesting. You think me and her would both be after that set, but to me, it wasn't something I want. Same with the Christmas on the table. She turned to me and said, there's no really good Christmas left. And she walked away from the table. And well, I'll show you, there was some amazing vintage Christmas left. And she was looking right at it. So truly, nobody can know everything. And so I found some goodies. I saw the ephemera that I went there to get, but it was in my mind priced too high. So I did end up passing on it, but I got some other great ephemera. So let's check everything out. The very first things I picked up when I was in the home is this little pair of hobbyist piece deer. They're painted really well. And then on the bottom, they say Kelly 1977. So super duper cute. I think this will be great for a live sale. Next, these items I got for a major steal. So this item right here, this gorgeous beaded vintage purse, really good condition, really teeny tiny micro beads. So these are the teeny tiny ones, really high quality. This purse was not priced. I got this for $1, y'all, and it is gorgeous on the inside. So this is something that I will eventually be reselling in a live sale, and I got it for a steal. I also got another purse. I got this one, super duper cute. My intention is to sell this on a live sale as well. Now, when I like kind of rub my fingers back and forth on this and smell this, I think this is Bakelite, this top. It kind of has that, that smell they tell you to smell for. So I think this top handle is Bakelite, and y'all, this was unpriced also. They gave it to me for $3. Such a good deal. And then I realized when setting up this haul to show you that this is kind of heavy. So there's something inside this. So let's check it out. Now, I didn't realize there was anything inside this when I bought it. Oh, and it's gloves. How appropriate. So I wear vintage gloves. These do look to be too small. I don't think I'm gonna be able to fit into those. Those look very small. Let's see. Ooh, there's a bunch of them. Okay, so there's another pair in here. Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get these on. Let me see. Oh, I can. There we go. See how nice? Love it. So let's give everything else I'm showing today the white glove treatment, shall we? I found one of the things you know I always pick up, and it is a plate stand. Always grab these, always, always, always. This one looks to be older I do think it's older, probably mid-century or older. I always grab these when I see them. I found two gosh darn adorable ephemera pieces, and they charged me $1 each. So I found these gorgeous Valentine boxes. So I will hold on to these until next year and I will sell them. So super duper cute. I thought these were such a good steal, and you know, a lot of vintage collectors had already walked right past these and didn't think anything of them, and I thought they were a great buy. Next, I picked up something I'm so excited about. I have never sold this brand before, however, I'm very aware of what it is. It is Bleak pottery, and look at this unique one with the unique feet. Now it's in perfect condition. I paid up a little bit for this, but I know I'll at least double my money. I think it was a great purchase. The flowers are all in perfect condition. Now, honestly, Bleak, I usually see it. It's just too high for resale for me. Also, Bleak tends to be kind of like subtle and classy, and I'm like anything but subtle and classy. It is kind of over the top, so I was really drawn to this. So I got my first piece of Bleak. Next, this is in ranking for like my favorite items at the sale. I picked up a piece of Christian propaganda. Now, somebody might be offended by me saying this, but when you see it, you will see that it's Christian propaganda. So this is an anti-Beatles pamphlet, okay? And when I say propaganda, I just mean it's something that has a highly motivated political agenda, and this was a highly motivated political agenda. It was written by a pastor. It was written by a publication company called the Christian Crusade Publication, which is like the most cringe name when you think about the atrocities of the Crusades. It's like, why would you name your publication that? It's so insensitive. So this, I definitely consider this propaganda. I'm sure people are gonna leave comments mad at me, but I am super excited about this. I've never picked up a piece of propaganda this extreme before. And I just thought it was really a unique piece. I was looking online and I paid a good price. So I paid $22 for this little pamphlet. I've never paid $22 for something this small before and this kind of like modern-ish, but this is the first edition printing and it's from 1969. So I'm just really excited to add this to my collection. I've already started reading through it and it is a hoot and a half, y'all. It has gaslighting, it has finger pointing, red herring arguments, like every bad argument you've ever heard of is in this pamphlet. It even draws facts that have nothing to do with the Beatles and blames it on the Beatles. This piece is wild. I'm really excited to add it to my collection. Next, I picked up some more ephemera because you know I love ephemera. Oh my goodness, I found this stack of Harper's Bazaar. So let's cut this open. I haven't cut this open. I paid $10 for this stack. It was unmarked. So on the top here, it looks like it is October 1870. And let's see what the other issues are. So we got October 1870. And oh goodness, all kinds of things in here. The next one is December 1868. Oh, these are cool. Oh, here's a pretty picture. This one is November 1867. Oh, here's some more pictures. So this is January 1867, and this is October 1883. And y'all know I had to pick up some books. I found this gorgeous big book. Now I have to do some research on this. Depending on what this goes for, this might be an eBay item because I think it's just that amazing. I did pay up a bit for it. And this is copyright 1897. So this is absolutely amazing. There are just pictures throughout this book. I want to be really careful. The spine's okay right now, but I think if I give it any tension, it might not do so well. But isn't that neat? All the way through this book, it has pictures. So this is just a beautiful, beautiful book from the 1800s. Really excited to have picked this up. I picked up another awesome oldie, and it is this History of the United States really cute size. I thought this would be really great for display for like a 4th of July display. I could see people just loving this. So I will resell this. And then the last book I picked up is a more modern one. And I picked this one up for my friend Katie from Vintage and Vinyl. She saw this in the pictures and asked me to grab it. So I grabbed this for her. Now, do you want to see the Christmas that wasn't worth it? So I'm always looking for a really unique Christmas I've never seen, and this sale had it. So I picked up this cute little box. Is that not adorable? And it's full. So I thought that was a great piece of ephemera, and I think someone's gonna love that. Look at this vintage Christmas star with this fun head. Oh my Lord. And it did come in the box. I just took it out so you could see it. Is that not the kitschiest, cutest thing you've ever seen? Oh my goodness. So fabulous find. Next, I found a Christmas piece I've never seen before. And that's exactly what I'm looking for my Christmas in July sale. And it is this huge, see how tall this is? It's really tall. Candlestick set. It's got a bow and look at the flames on top and the kitschy Christmas on the bottom. And there's more. They have extra light bulbs that are these flame ones. I was dumbfounded. I thought, whoa, that's amazing. Okay, and then so the next thing, I paid $22 for this box. So I would say that's paying up. But when you see what's inside it, oh my Lord. Look at this box of vintage Christmas. I have never seen this many mercury beads in my whole life together. Never. And there's layers in here, and that's not all that's in this box. So we have a few of these little ornaments, these little star ones. Then look at this. I believe this is old. Isn't that neat? I've never seen this. It's super fragile. I'm surprised it hasn't broken. Then there are some other little bulbs in here. So we have this one. We have this one, which is oh so cool. And the fact that it doesn't have the metallic lining on the inside, we can date this to World War II. We know that's when this was produced, and this is a double dimple. Great find. Look at this exceptional little star. It's all mercury glass. That I'm excited about. There's another one of these. Another little dimple ornament. Another little dimple. Really cute. And then, okay, so there is so much in this box, it's almost hard for me to take it out. So, okay. We're just gonna do the best we can. But I might not be able to do a great job showing this. Okay, so these big bulbs here are attached to one of the mercury bead strands, okay? And they're supposed to be that way. I believe they're original to the strand. So I can't really get it out of here. But have you ever seen a mercury bead strand that had bulbs around it? So it looks like there's probably a dozen or more bulbs in this box. So I bet the strand has most of them all the way around. And if there are some that have been broken off, I'm sure you could replace them. But this is the real thing. It has the paper star on the end. So that is wild. And then on top is this huge conglomeration of silver. They all have the paper ends, so that's amazing. And then underneath the silver, we have the chartreuse green, which I've never had before. It looks to be a smaller strand. And then I was so excited about this. I don't know if I'm gonna sell this or I'm gonna keep it, but look y'all, bright pink mercury beads, a strand of it. I don't know how much is in here, but how cool is that to find bright pink mercury beads? I know so many people do so many projects with these. So this box honestly was probably worth the whole trip. And it was just kind of interesting to know that somebody looked at this box and said, there's nothing vintage Christmas worth it left on the table. This was also something that wasn't pictured. So I don't think the people that ran the sale truly knew how awesome this was. The gloves are coming off. So I next went out into the garage and the stuff is a little more dirty. I picked up this cup. They only charged me $1. It wasn't labeled. I don't think it's really worth all that much. I just thought it was interesting and I liked the graphics, so I picked it up. I might have this as like an add-on item in one of my live sales. I then picked up a kind of rusty and crusty piece for myself. I absolutely love it, and it is this tropical powder tin. Look at the amazing graphics on that. I love this so much. Oh my gosh. This super fine tropical powder cleans and polishes. I love the graphics on that. I think it was a true gem, and they charged me $1 for this. And the last item I picked up in the garage is this wheel can. I picked this up for Katie from Vintage and Vinyl. This was one of the ones that she had eyed that she said she might like if I could grab it for her, and I did. And so by the time I got in the garage, I felt like a lot of like really nice stuff was gone. And then also a lot of things were just priced more than the amount of cash I had on me left. So this I was able to get for a great price, and I will be sending this Katie's way. And y'all, I am just in love. Oh my goodness, is it not the most beautiful bridge lamp? Oh gosh. So I do believe this is vintage. I don't think it's antique. I think this is like a mid-century or later reproduction, Victorian revival. But what I paid for this was such a great price. I think even as Victorian revival, I can triple my money on it. I think it is so gorgeous. Now, I do plan to sell this at one point. I don't know when though. Look at the bridge on it. See how it's got that carved lion with wings? So good. Oh my goodness. So I'm not gonna let go of this right away. I love it so much. I'm gonna hold on to it for a little bit. But when I do resell it, I'm gonna make a great profit. But right now, she's mine. And then the last item, y'all, when I went to leave the house, the gentleman checking me out said, "Wow, I can't believe you didn't grab the lamp that matched that. You're never gonna find a lamp that matches that at such a good price." And I think he was right. He basically just talked me into it on the spot. Got another purple slag glass lamp. I do again think this is a more modern version. I think this is Victorian revival, but I still think what I paid, I can make a great profit. This piece is absolutely gorgeous, and I'll be holding on to this for a bit too because I love it. And that is it, y'all. Please let me know what you think. Please let me know what your favorite item was. I have so many. And if you like content like this, if you like hauls, vintage, thrifting, creative projects, and more, please, please, please subscribe. It's free. It super duper helps me out. And if you ring that bell, you'll be the first to know when I next upload. I hope you were excited to see some of these items come to live sales. I hope you liked going on this little adventure with me, and stay creative. Bye.